Alrighty everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of New Music Friday, where I share my thoughts and opinions on all the new country music singles from the last 2 weeks. Got a decent little bunch of tracks here today, a nice spread. Outside of singles, there was also the Dustin Lynch album that came out yesterday. You can definitely expect a review of that sometime next week, as soon as I'm able to get it out. But yeah, New Music Friday is for singles, and that's what we're going to talk about. Links to my Instagram, Discord, and podcast are all in the description below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy, and let's hop right in with the thumbs down category. Songs I didn't like, and kicking us off today is the latest track from Chris Janson, Cold Beer Truth.
That's a cold beer truth.
Chris Janson's career has been pretty up and down, at least in my eyes. He's had some massive hits, he's put out some great songs, but as of late, at least in my opinion, it seems like he's lost his buzz. I can't recall the last time I heard anyone talking about Chris Janson. To the point that when I checked out this new song from him, I realized he put out another one a few weeks ago titled All In. Looks like he's got something waiting in the wings, but neither of those songs have instilled any interest within me, and the latest one, Cold Beer Truth, in my opinion, is the lesser of the two singles. I mean, instrumentally it's alright. I think the acoustic percussion gives the song a nice drive. The general sound isn't that bad. I just find the song painfully boring. The lyrics are saying less than nothing. He just rhymes off a bunch of empty one-liners about rural life and then tries to tie it all together at the end saying, "That's just the cold beer truth." But furthermore, this does not sound like Chris Janson singing. It sounds like a blend of Blake Shelton and Jason Aldean. I don't know if he's trying to sing lower, but it just doesn't sound like himself at all, which really doesn't help the song make any connection with me at all. So again, while honestly it sounds fine, even good from an instrumental standpoint, it's just painfully boring and unidentifiable. Next up is, again, Jason Aldean with his new song, Rock and Roll Cowboy.
Rock and roll cowboy.
Every time Jason puts out a new song, I'm always on the fence of like, do I want to include this in New Music Friday? Because at this point, I'm just tired of Jason Aldean music, but he's too big of a name to exclude from a series built around the new relevant singles. But the guy literally just puts out the same song over and over and over. I could have written out my in-depth critiques of this song before it came out, because I knew exactly what it was going to entail. So yeah, I'm just going to acknowledge the fact this new song came out and move on. If you're new to the channel or you're a consistent viewer and actually want my thoughts on this new track, go check out any previous New Music Friday that features Jason Aldean and skip to that part. That is what I think of this song because it suffers from the exact same issues, it features the exact same structure. Dude's discography has just become a symbol of Control-C, Control-V. Thankfully though, that's a wrap for the thumbs down category. It's time to move on to decent. Songs I enjoyed, didn't love, but still think are worth checking out. And first up is the new one from Swindell, I'm Gonna Let Her.
Keep on making this life of mine a little.
Swindell is someone I've never been a big fan of, but every now and then he drops a nice, simple acoustic ballad and it sounds really good. Most notably, Break Up in the End, which I just think is a 10 out of 10 song. And this new one is another helping of that soft, modern acoustic sound. I think Cole has a super clear voice that complements this style really well. I think the lyrics here do their part, essentially saying this girl's gonna try and make him a family man, take the running right out of these boots, and Cole's gonna let her. I think it's a sweet little idea, nothing reinventing the wheel, it's decent. And then I've got the latest track from High Valley, Run Out of Some Days.
Some night like tonight.
High Valley has this very distinct percussion-heavy northern folk rock sound that I'm never sure how I feel about, and this is another track where I'm just not sure where exactly I stand. It's not my cup of tea, but I don't think it's a bad song. It's just what I've come to expect from High Valley with their massive claps and resonating kicks with some yelping vocals, singing motivational lines about soaking up everything life has to offer. It's like what you'd hear in the back of a Jeep Cherokee commercial while someone is just sending it up the side of a mountain because you only live once, so why not butcher a perfectly nice vehicle in the process? I don't know, it's decent. Then there's the latest pre-release from the Wilder Blues upcoming album, this one titled Wave Dancer. I definitely like what this song was going for. I like the lyrics about staying positive through tough times and trials, dancing on the angry waves, and trying to spread that positivity. Sonically, it's the same great harmonies we've come to expect, lots of good instrumentation. I don't have anything bad to say about this song. I guess it just hasn't hit me as hard as the other pre-releases like The Ghost of Lincoln or Feeling the Miles, but hey, it's a really good decent. And then to wrap up the decent category for this episode, I've got this new one from Ronnie Dunn, Broken Neon Hearts. It's always cool to see someone like Ronnie Dunn still releasing original content. Obviously, he had his cover album redone in 2020, which I do think was great. I still adore his cover of It Never Rains in Southern California, but again, some fresh content is always neat to see. Similar to the Wilder Blue song, I don't have anything remotely bad to say about the song. I think vocally Ronnie sounds great as always. I think this song has a really strong hook, some great 90s country rock fusions, but again, something about it just doesn't resonate with me maybe as much as it should have, but I still think it's a great song and you should definitely check it out. Alrighty, time to move on to my favorite portion of the video, the biggest portion of today's video, the thumbs up category, songs I really enjoyed. I think these are great, these are songs I will be revisiting often, and the first one I want to highlight is the latest pre-release from the upcoming Thomas Rhett album, Us Someday.
You and me in an old rocking chair.
I really like what this song went for. It almost sounds like a corny opening to a kid's movie while you get a flashback drone shot of kids playing tag at a school, and then it cuts to them starting high school or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm using all these film references, but look, I really like the song. The strings, I think, add a lot of jovial energy. I really love how the more synthetic elements stay low key. I was waiting for the massive boom of pop percussion, but to my delightful surprise, it just never came. Loving the simple lyrics about envisioning a happy future, talking about Little League on Saturdays, road trips with a packed out van. I also just adore the way Thomas just bounces along with the rhythm of the guitar. It feels so freaking happy and I love it. I was pretty skeptical of this Where We Started record when it originally got announced along with Slow Down Summer, but ever since then it's been a pretty upwards trajectory and maybe I was wrong. Maybe this album's gonna rock. Anyways, big thumbs up. Then there's the new one from Willie Nelson, I'll Love You Till the Day I Die.
I love you.
Willie continues to just pound out music despite being 88 freaking years old. Regardless, love this song, super soft and charming, loving the slower structure and that trademark Willie Nelson guitar solo in the middle of the song, almost dividing it into two equal parts. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. While we're talking about old souls, I figure it's probably a good time to talk about this new pre-release from Dolly Parton's upcoming album, this new one titled Blue Bonnet Breeze.
Making love in the blue bonnet breeze.
Man, this song twinkles. It really is gorgeous. I love how it takes its time to warm up. It makes you wait in the beginning. You've almost got to do some digging to get to the actual story of this song. Lyrically, it's this super blunt story about two teenagers falling in love despite none of their parents being on board. They compare it to Romeo and Juliet, and then in a tragically fitting turn of events, the guy goes to take the girl out and gives her a bouquet of blue bonnets, but then he loses control of his truck and they both die in a car crash, left lying in the blue bonnets. I'm always going to adore songs that just unapologetically tell a story with characters and plot developments. I always love that side of country music, and I think this is a great song. Also, the wind chimes at the start and end are so pretty but also fitting given the song is named after this breeze. I just love this song. Next up is the latest single from Bo Armstrong, Young Man's Game. This is a super simple song about advice his dad gave him over the phone. I believe this song was actually written after he had a fight with his significant other, and this song is about the advice he got about seeing it through and seeing past the turmoil. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the meaning. Regardless, Bo's delivery is gentle, it's accurate, the instrumental is so fittingly calm and aware. This song just feels very reassuring. It feels like the music is telling me to just take a deep breath. It's gonna be alright. It's fantastic. Big thumbs up. Then we've got one I'm amped up to talk about. It's the new single from the Chad Cooke band, I Just Want You. If you've been around the channel for a while, you'll know I've talked about the Chad Cooke band before. Their song last year, Senorita Sky, cracked my top songs of 2021. There's a bit of confusion as to when this song was actually coming out because it ended up going to radio first, but then it finally did come out a few weeks ago. I just missed it, but I'm going to talk about it here. The song honestly isn't anything special from like an objective standpoint. It just sounds so freaking good. Musically and melodically, it sounds like if Angels by Thomas Rhett and She Wouldn't Be Gone by Blake Shelton had a child. It feels very reminiscent of those two songs, even if it came out the same day as Angels. Lyrically, it's also kind of similar to Angels, but it's similar to any of those songs like Pleading to Be With a Girl Until the End of Time. It's like a strong Texas take on boyfriend country. The hook is as catchy as anything. Chad's vocals are just right there, so raw, so powerful. The harmonies, the full band sound with the piano, the drums, the electrics. Man, this song just feels like romantic fireworks, and I love it. We're getting down there now. Second to last, I've got Chris Lane's new one, Howdy. I think I'm becoming a Chris Lane fan because, like, I've felt pretty positively about almost everything he's put out over the last year and a half. I just wish the guy could hire someone else to be in charge of his album and single covers. Like, gosh, they are horrendous. But the music ain't. This new one, Howdy, is super corny, super charming, a super cheesy play on words, asking this girl, how did your old boyfriend let you go? But then since Chris is already there, he may as well say howdy. Imagine Fill Them Boots, but it's really appealing. Instrumentally, I'm loving this little niche of neo-traditional Chris is sort of owning as his own. Very reliant on those low electric guitar notes. I'm pretty sure there's some major sevenths in the chord progression that just really open things up. The song feels super atmospheric. I'm loving the almost mysterious energy around it. I just love this song, no matter how corny it is. Big thumbs up from me. At last, we've made it to the final track of the video, my favorite new release from these last 2 weeks, and it's gotta go to the new Maren Morris teaser, Background Music. Alright, so, I was on Instagram the other day, and I was flipping through Country Central's story, who you should absolutely follow, by the way, he's great. Anyways, each Friday, he puts polls up on his story where you can vote thumbs up or thumbs down on the new releases, and 80% of people gave this new Maren Morris song a thumbs down. We need to discuss this. What amount of anger was brewing up inside of each and every one of you? And why did you all decide to unleash it on Maren Morris? I'm sorry, I cannot live knowing 80% of people gave this song a thumbs down because I absolutely love it. Granted, it is more of a soft alternative cut, but it's just stunning. The swimming electric guitars make me feel like Maren on the cover, just swimming in this foggy, murky water. The song is massive, it just fills up all of the space around you. The hook of the chorus is so addictive, almost a little bit of a bluesy tint. That little minor note adds so much flavor. I think her vocals are as on point as they've ever been. I love the build and how she uses an almost My Church-like harmony to build into the final chorus. Loving the idea of Maren and her significant other's music being the thing they leave behind on this earth for future generations to find, and how she's just gonna love this guy, aka her husband Ryan Hurd, until all they are is background music. I'm also beginning to see how everything ties into this idea of a humble quest. Man, I'm getting super hyped up for this album. I freaking love this song. Definitely my favorite release in these last 2 weeks, and apparently 80% of y'all can catch these hands over that take. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys today. Be sure to let me know what you thought of these songs in the comments section below. I always love to hear your guys' opinions. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. It really helps the channel out. If you're new, maybe consider subscribing for more country music content. If you're not new, maybe share it around to someone who may be interested. Links to my Instagram, Discord, and podcast are all down below in the description. A new episode of the podcast just went up this past Saturday, so be sure to check that out on all streaming platforms as well as the YouTube channel. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, so until next time, I hope y'all have a great day.